Okay, this is autogluon tabular classification and regression um, demonstration. This was I.1, and basically classic tabular classification um, is a type of machine learning. Sorry. And so in this is with the tabular classification. Classification basically um, predicts the label or the target, placing it into a category for each instance of data. And so this kind of demonstrates both the classification and regression. Regression is basically a continual prediction of continual data, such as like housing market or things like that. So this right here, we first started out with the pip installs of uh, uh, AutoGluon. Go down, scroll. I can run this afterwards. So here it's again importing tabular data set and tabular predictor, because we're going to be using both of those in here. The data set that was used in this case right here was the raw um, GitHub user content. That's where we got the data from. The training data is basically ingested or read here, and um, this is the kind of like a sample set, the first five uh, items or features. All of the columns are demonstrated here. The target or label is signature. So you can see over here to the right hand side is the sample set of signatures, and it gives the summary of that data, um, the count, the mean of signature, the target that we're looking at: 25% -2, 50% 0, 75% 2. So it's basically um, uh, getting some of that data, the target data, from that sample set of information that we received. The next item here is a predictor, defining a predictor, the tabular predictor based on a label, and from the trained data. So it's basically training the data or learning the data. Let me scroll down. Yeah, so it has a validation score of 96%. So these are the results here. You can see the runtime, etc. Then the idea is to get test data. Test data is basically like a sample set of data that was not used in the training side of it, but basically to test the ability for it to predict on a new set of data from the same type of data set. So now we're feeding in the trained data and loaded that up, got the signature sample set back from it. The predicted evaluation test data is showing an accuracy of 95.2. So that was that model there. And then the predictor leaderboard, basically which model is the best suited. So here the weighted ensemble L2, I think that was up here also, but that was the best, and everything else kind of like scored somewhat beneath that. And that was the end of that one. The next one is the multimodal tabular. We'll do that in a moment.